Hey, what is going on, everybody? Sinister Skater here, and today I have some Battlefield 4 Multiplayer Beta gameplay for you guys, and boy, it's a pretty freaking fun game to play. Now, first things first, we got a lot of things to talk about, the pros and cons of my, the very first impressions of just playing for, I guess, maybe 4 hours of gameplay, I guess you would say. My very first impressions just from that on the pros and the cons, like I said, of this beta. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is kind of like the environment and destruction and all this stuff, because the first 2 minutes of this gameplay is me and my friends basically fighting on this giant skyscraper that's in the middle of the map of the one multiplayer map that's in this beta, Siege of Shanghai, and us taking it down and having the giant collapse, because it is a pretty fun thing to do. It's one of my favorite things to do, and this does definitely change the gameplay. So the one thing that I like about this is the gameplay changes from the environment is pretty cool. You know, there's a lot more destruction all around the map. Totally, you can blow up the monuments and sculptures that are all around the map, and then take down giant things like streets. And I have a gameplay, I think of it later, where I take down a pillar with my RPG and it collapses the street, which kind of helps me get out of a death at the instant later on in the gameplay. And then you can take down giant things like the skyscraper, which is pretty awesome. And gameplays can changes with the skyscraper in this one map. You know, it definitely changes the whole map and the flow. One thing, you're battling for this giant building, and you have people going up the elevators, people on the lower floor, people on the upper floor, and just people weaving in and out of it. Then all of a sudden someone will just go ahead and totally change up the gameplay, shoot down the 4 pillars in front of the thing and collapse the skyscraper, and then everybody else is they're battling, they stop what they're doing, they turn around, jump off the building, run out of the building, swim away, and just to get out. Because if you're basically anywhere in the water area, kind of that I guess the diameter of that, or radius or whatever, of the water to the other concrete areas, from it's kind of like the little island peninsula. If you're anywhere in that area, you're gonna die. So everyone just tries to get out, and it changes the whole gameplay, and then you have the whole map change, of course, which is really cool. Other things that I like about this beta so far is that controls are actually a lot easier to use. They did change it up. They have it more kind of suited if you're going to, say, come over from COD, because you know they are trying to kill that. But then they also have the old, they call it veteran settings for Battlefield 3. And overall, the controls they're a lot smoother and more easy to access. And the vehicles are a lot easier to control. Some are harder to control. I find the helicopters a heck of a lot easier to control, a lot easier to hover and just maneuver with them than what they were in Battlefield 3. So if you're switching or trying this game out for the first time, they are a lot easier to control. I don't know about all the vehicles, because I do find the tanks a lot harder to control. They're more motion sensitive, I guess you can say. It has a higher sensitivity on it, and it's just harder to get, especially in this map, because it's a closed city with the streets and stuff. It's harder to maneuver in between all the different streets and alleys, that's what I meant, and everything. So I don't know about all the vehicles. Whoa, I just saw a falcon jump up in a tree and take a squirrel out. What the heck? Okay, that was very weird. Back on commentary topic. So yeah, vehicles are that, and then the maps in the game modes. I like this map is pretty fun overall. The game modes, again, you have Conquest. I do have mixed feelings about it. I'll talk about that in the cons. Conquest is kind of buggy. Domination, on the other hand, is a lot more of COD. It's actually just like COD Domination, but with the Battlefield heavy emphasis, blow up heaviness of Battlefield into it. The maps are just like the size of COD maps, laid out just like it. It's really small, really fast paced. The only thing is there's no kill streaks for you to do, but you can go ahead and get vehicles maybe in the later games. I'm not sure. They didn't really have vehicles in the Domination and Battlefield 3, but who knows? This is a new game. Battlefield 4, they might add it. Who knows? Other thing I like, classes are a lot better balanced. I actually have a reason to use Recon now, which is the sniper kind of class, because they added C4s to it, and they just added and kind of rearranged things, made the classes a lot more even, and suited them to what there are. The SMGs, they're powerful. They have a little more kick. The ARs have a little bit less recoil, but they're good for kind of everything. It's a lot more balanced. And then other thing I like is the kill cam. I like it a lot better than the Battlefield 3 kill cam. It was kind of loose or useless and kind of boring. It's not like the Call of Duty kill cam where it shows you how he got killed, but it shows where the enemy is. It kind of black and whites the screen. It desaturates the screen, and then it shows your enemy in highlighted in orange, and it's easier to pick up where they are and see what they're doing. I like it better than Battlefield 3 kill cam, but I do like the Call of Duty kill cam overall, because you get to learn from your mistakes and what you did. And then kind of transitioning from the pros to the cons, I feel like the guns are a lot stronger, and you do die and kill a lot faster in this game. Kind of picking up the pace towards Call of Duty, but it's not fast-paced like that at all. That's kind of a mixed feeling, because I don't know, Battlefield, I don't know, it's more strategic, and I kind of like the longer death, but whatever. I haven't played this game too much to make a final say. And then under the cons, you know, of course, it's a beta. It's going to be very buggy. There's like bugs all over the place and lag and stuff. So that's that. That's going to, of course, get fixed up. And then the other thing is it's really slow at times. And that's because not everyone is a Battlefield 4 or Battlefield player, I guess you could say, so they don't really know what they're doing. Because it is a free beta, and if you're not going to go download it, I don't know what's wrong with you, because it's a freaking free game for 2 weeks, multiplayer. You get to level up and do all the stuff with it. I don't know why you wouldn't download it. But again, you know, there's not everybody that like exactly knows what they're doing, and especially for this map, 24 people on Xbox 360 is going to be the max cap for like a player in the lobby. It's going to be 64 on the new next-gen consoles, but 24 people, 12 on a team, just doesn't seem enough for the size of this map. That's what kind of makes it really slow, because you'll have a bunch of open space, and then some people like in this area where there's a lot of action, and some other people is kind of doing other stuff. And it's not very well, I guess you could say, player balanced, in my opinion. Some other things I don't like is the scoreboard and the battle log. They switched the scoreboard. It used to be the select button on the Xbox 360, like the opposite button of the like start button on whatever controller you're using. And they pull up like this battle log, which is very useless. Like all you can do is invite friends from it. I hope they change this in the actual game and switch the controls around, because I'd rather see the scoreboard and kind of like a mini map of what I'm going to do really fast, instead of having to press the start button and go into the whole like main menu thing and then scrolling down a couple and then looking at the scoreboard and what's going on and everything, because it just takes too much time. I want to see it fast and not just a quick battle log. I'd rather press start and do all that stuff to go invite a friend instead of that. So they should definitely switch those two things around. And the last thing that I don't like is that the matchmaking is kind of weird. You know, you search for a lobby or whatever with the server browser, and it'll say the lobby's either completely full or completely empty. If you want to play with friends, you know, you kind of get a squad up. You can't invite people right now. You go into an empty lobby, and if you only have 4 people like we did, you're playing 2-on-2, which is really no fun at all. So that's my thoughts on this Battlefield 4 multiplayer beta after playing it for a couple hours. Things are bound to change, of course. Hopefully they are going to use this like they plan to and improve the game when it releases. Still not sure if I'm going to get it or not. But we can definitely expect more Battlefield 4 content on my channel for the next couple of weeks. Like, I have planned a Call of Duty Ghost info video, because they have released a lot of information that I haven't been covering. Shame on me. On Monday, and then probably another Battlefield video on Wednesday, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do on Friday. I'm not completely sure yet. We'll figure it out and get everything else situated for you guys. But again, if you haven't downloaded this beta, it's up for another 2 weeks until let me check real quick. Until the 25th, I believe, is what it ends on. So if you haven't downloaded it, go ahead and give it a try. It's a free game. I don't know why you wouldn't. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. As always, I'm I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.